Hello folks, Sam Owens here with this is a heavy product right here, but it does a tremendous job if you need a hole knocked out of sheet metal, any kind of material, and it is a Beamnova hydraulic knockout punch set. 15 tons of pressure, 7/8 to 4.5 inch manual sheet metal toolkit with case, hole saw set, heavy duty. I've looked. This thing is awesome. The weight alone tells you it can do a job. And we're going to do a project right here. This is just for a demonstration. Just pretend that this is a dashboard of an old car or some place that sheet metal bracket. You're going to mount a temperature gauge right here, and we need a hole right here. This is about a 2-inch hole we need, and so I've got one of the dies in here that is a little bit larger than the 2-inch, but that's perfect because we don't care if it just fits snug as long as it'll fit in, and we have a flange mount here, so that will work fine. It'll be a great demonstration. All right, let's look at what we get here. Open this baby up, and the model is T15. That's the 15 tons. D10-01. Don't know exactly, but here are the hydraulic punch driver instructions. They're a lot to be desired. They really just give you some basics. Drill a hole and attach the dies and punch away. So, and they have some specifics here, or specifications. So you can use that for what it's really not that hard or difficult to work with, and 15 tons is going to really put a hole easily in there. All right, this is the case it comes with. This is the hydraulic cylinder that's going to deliver the pressure, and then you have all your dies. You have these little small ones, 7/8, so the 7/8 is the smallest. And right here, I think this is probably the 4.5. This is the biggest. And this is what you get. This is the base, and this is the part that's going to do the cutting. As you see, these are cut points, and it's a scissor action, and it's extremely sharp. So it's going to really cut through that like butter. And it's a nice close fit. You can feel it slides in just easy, but it's close. Okay, that's probably the largest that I can see. And then here are the other sets, and they have it in styrofoam. That's going to last a little while, I'm sure. And you have, oh, this, actually, this is the biggest one. Look at that. This is the big boy right here. If you need 4.5 inch, this is going to be it. Right there. I mean, that's pretty good size hole. So this is some serious work that you can do with this. And let's put some of the stuff out here so we can see what we got. And then this is another one. And really, if you've got a project, you're just going to have to measure. And you don't measure the outside. And they have numbers on here. 89, 101. I don't quite know that, but the hole is actually this diameter here. So you want to keep that in mind. Don't plan for this. This is not the hole. This is the die part. This is what cuts the hole. Okay, now let's start pulling this stuff out. I believe this is the one that is my demonstration for doing this. And you can see right there, that's about right. That's the closest one I have to it. It's a little bit larger than that, but I have enough leeway there that it's going to work fine. Okay, now we'll just put him right there. And now I can get this out. And what you have to do is pull this up. And even this is really heavy. So then we pull this and twist it. And I'm just going to put it over here for the time being. Okay, and we're going to get these two items right here out. Oh, and you do get some extra. This might be seals for the pump right here. A whole seal kit. The instructions do not tell you how to take it apart, so you may have to get with the manufacturer or get some help with that. Okay, there we go. Now, there's two parts here that you get. Let me see, that you need to look at right here. These are the drives that go into the big unit here, and actually the long threaded end goes into the die. Oops, and they go a different way, so I'm not going to show that. But anyway, you have a large diameter for the big guys because they take more strength. So it's going to take a bigger pilot hole to put that in. This is for the smaller ones. When you get with these, then you've got a washer and it's going to fit on there because it's much smaller. It doesn't need that kind of driving force. So that's how you deal with that. Okay, so we're not going to use that one. That'd probably be the easiest because I'm going to have to use a step drill to get this size hole. My biggest drill bit is a 1/2 inch. And you see that's not going to make it, but the old trusty step drill bit will do the job of opening that sheet metal up. So you're probably going to want one of these if you don't have large heavy-duty drill sizes, which I don't, and I bet you most people that work out of their garage don't have. So we'll use these two, and yeah, I'll get as big as I can get and use that and my drill. Okay, now we've got everything we need out of this, so we're going to just close that up. And now we're going to look at this right here. Okay, let's put it like this. And this is heavy-duty hose and everything. And this right here has got some weight to it. Okay, and so you can swing it around like this. And what you're going to do is, this is the business end right here. When you're going to use this, there's two size threads here, and the smaller length thread is going into the pump base right here. You're going to screw that into there like that, all the way down. Well, that's as far as it goes. Then it starts spinning. You just have to get, no, there, it's in there tight now. Okay, this is the one we're going to use. So what you do is separate them, and this is going to go down like that. And then you're going to have to put this through the hole we make right here. So we've got to make a hole where we want. And for my illustration, I'm showing a center hole. In case you wanted to put something in the center, you make a diagonal here, a diagonal there, and then right in the center is the center. And so that's where I'm going to put my hole, and then that's where we're going to mount our gauge. Okay, once I get the hole there, this hole of this is going to go over, and then we're going to put this on and screw it down onto here. And you go down as far as you can go with the thickness of the metal. See, you got a lot of leeway there for thickness of the metal. And then when I get close to the metal, then I only have a short distance. You don't want to leave it way up there and have to pump. You want to go down to where it touches the metal, maybe a little bit off, and then we're ready to punch a hole in there. We'll see the whole operation here in a second. Now, I've got to get a hole that this sheet metal will allow this to fit through, so I can put the dies together to punch a hole in here. Okay, I'm looking and I found my hole is right there, the center. And I have this blocked off in there pretty good. And now I'm going to drill my pilot hole. Okay, and I put my step drill in, which right up here at the top edge is the diameter of that, so this will work. A very valuable tool if you don't have all the drill bits. This will work. And now I'm going to make this hole bigger. And it does a good job. Okay, that should be good. And now we're going to see if we can put this in from this side. But first, I have to put the base on. This is the biggest part. Goes on there. Then I put this through. I got to go a little bit more. Okay, that should do it. Okay, and now we'll just get mean with it. There. Okay, it's all the way up, and now I put this part on and screw it on. Okay, right there. Okay, everything is set to go, and now we're going to watch this. Okay, now I'm going to crank this over to the right. This is the little knob right here. I've cranked it over clockwise all the way. Okay, and now let's go back. And now we're going to punch it. Okay, here I go. And I feel the resistance. I feel it. It's taking up the slack on the back side. I can see the mount on the back moving up. You can see it starting to go in. It's punching in. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, it is absolutely no effort whatsoever. We're dealing with 15 tons. You heard that? That's it. That should be it. So, I'm gonna go one more. Okay. Folks, that was the first time, and you see, you gotta pump that all the way until it pops out of there. Okay, now, I take the knob on the back, right here, and go counterclockwise, and you see, it releases. Okay, now, let me take this off. And there's sheet metal in there that can cut you. it's pulling the whole thing out right there. There's the bottom end, and there's the sheet metal that it cut out. And boy, that is something else. Okay, and then we can undo this. And we're done with our project. But now we gotta, okay. So these go back together and they're ready to do a job again. And then I'll just have to hammer that off, and that will be no problem. Now, these might be sharp. I'm gonna use my vise to get this piece off later. It's not important right now. Okay, it's not, see, it punched from this side, so the back side is the sharp side. So whenever you do this, you want to make sure you did it the way I did and put the cutting force, this, where it pushes in, and then it's rounded on this side, which is the side out toward where you're showing. So that's important. And then we would drill us 2 little small holes, or 3, and that would mount it right in there nice. Okay, folks, I just could not leave this unfinished. I wanted to show when you drill the holes and put the screws in, this could be a project that would be a great success for you in whatever application you come up with the hole punch. It's actually a hydraulic knockout punch set, and I really like it. It's great. So I want to thank you very much for watching my video.